Hello, 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 everyone. It's Thursday afternoon and it's 1 o'clock, and this is the Perspective Shifters. My name is Erin Strayer, and this has been the heartbeat. Bring amazing, amazing women that are cross platform. That, these women are severely gifted. I mean, they are extraordinary in their own rights in what they do and how they function and how they um, present materials to people. And it's really, really, really quite amazing the amount of value and resources and tech that have been brought forward over the past months. We started this this series, I believe, in June, and since then, this is our 40th interview series broadcast, and my main focus was again to focus on amazing female entrepreneurs that are out in the world doing their own things that are doing them in a new, different, better, more inventive way, that are attacking pain points and problem areas and hot topics, things that get shoved under the rug and nobody wants to deal with them or talk about them or um, really even address these issues. And so it was my mission, knowing what these women can do for us. It was my mission to bring them forward and provide the platform with them, for them. And in the meantime, those connections have formed, and um, I am beyond thrilled to come on board today and talk about functioning at peak capacity, because that's what's happened this year. Yeah, yeah. We've been functioning at peak capacity. And what does that mean? What does it mean to function at peak capacity? Um, Let me just tell you a little bit about me. If you don't know anything about me, I do I spend a lot of time talking with and about other women and other amazing business owners and entrepreneurs that are out there. But I too am an online business entrepreneur. I am a business strategist and growth consultant. And that's a lot of words. And in a nutshell, what I do is quite a bit different than most strategists and growth consultants. I take a lot of my diverse background and intersect it, that strong, solid background, and intersect it with energy. And in that moment, magic happens. And it's different for every single one of my clients. It's different for everybody that comes in contact with me, and create very, very clear, focused, aligned visions, um, working in and around their vision, then provide the next action steps, the next how to, the next plan that gets to be implemented. So that's what I do. Ultimately, it leverages you in your business, resulting in ROI, right? That return on your investment, and increases your visibility and your engagement and your relationships and your outcomes and all of that. So that's what I do. And I really wanted to talk today about what that looks like from my side, and um, how I get to, really, I'm going to invite some people to come join us, um, really get to function and interact and live in a world of amazing abundance. And it's really, it's really, really, really humbling, right? I'm amazingly grateful for the gifts that have been presented this year, um, in the form of clients, in the form of opportunities, in the form of trainings that I've been able to do, and what that looks like going forward. So I just kind of want to throw some stats. If you guys are on here, I'm having a hard time seeing if people are on live with me, but if you are on here with me live, say hi and let me know that you're here, and we'll go forward from there. We'll see if we can see any comments coming through. I got some things running here, but let me know you're here. And yeah, so 40 guest interviews this year. 40 amazing women that have come on this platform that have provided unbelievable value in their trainings, here, just on this Perspective Sifters interview series. 40. That's over 120 minutes. That's more than 20 hours of training that we have provided for free just this year. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. So like huge, huge, huge gifts of time, of knowledge, of implementing that value and that information for you to implement into your business. That's what I love. I love providing that. So how do you function at peak capacity? Just kind of go throw that out there. And one, it starts with gratitude. Being absolutely 100% grateful for every single possible thing that comes in front of you, crosses your path, intersects your journey for the day, right? So every single thing you get to show gratitude for. And gratitude is different than thankfulness. Thankfulness comes from your head. Gratitude comes from your heart. So when you actually give gratitude, it's at a heart-centered, heartfelt, cellular level. So I just want you to kind of let that land a little bit and realize the extreme depth of the word gratitude, and maybe start using it a little bit more than the word thankful or thanks. Just throwing that out there. That's my first tip. Because we're all about giving hot tips here too, right? So letting you figure out how to be more of a peak capacity leader. So second way is to be humble. So I strive to be humble. I strive to not have a better story, not be better, bigger than, hey, look at me, right? My foundation has always been in humbleness and gratitude. And because of those two things, I feel that the process is that much more deep, and my relationship with my clients is that much deeper because of the humble gratitude. And I feel that because of that humble gratitude, the value and the realness that is presented and delivered is on a much higher level. And it's more heartfelt, it's more authentic, it's more integrous, and the respect is then earned. So when you are functioning from that space and that amount of that vibrational level with the humble gratitude, it just all rolls forward. It just all rolls forward, people. And I feel that because of those foundational pieces that I have formed those are two of my pillars, humble and gratitude. Two of my non-negotiables for my business and the way that I be in the world are humble and gratitude. That empowers me at, again, a cellular level to be the leader that I am. I feel that. And I feel that it also empowers me to respect everybody around me and that we are all on an equal playing field. That's what I feel. And I feel that because of that, so being humble, being full of gratitude, providing real, honest, authentic, integrous value over and over and over. Give it away, people. Give it away. Believe me, it'll come back tenfold. You don't need to hold on to it. People need what you have, the value that you have, the skills that you have. People need it and want it. They need it and want it. And because of that, it'll come back tenfold for you. So give it away. Another point that I feel that allows you to function at peak capacity is to actually really be able to listen. I think listening is a huge undervalued skill set. And I feel that a lot of coaches, gurus, mentors, teachers, guides, experts talk over their clients or don't allow them to speak. Therefore, we don't hear them. So I feel that listening is also another very, very, very huge pillar to allow you to function at that capacity that propels you forward. So let's move on here. Another really huge, pivotal, very, very implemental and strong foundation in my business is to be 100% BDA, which if you guys have watched me, I do this. I speak on being BDA a lot. And that is before, during, and after. And what that means is that you need to spread the love 30% before that person ever becomes your client. You got to spread the love while they're your client, so the during, and then you need to continue the love after. So BDA, before, during, after, makes up 100% of your giving of love, value, gifts, instructions, tapping into making sure your client knows that you care about them. So 30% before they become your client, 30% while they're your client, 30% after they're done with your program, they've moved on, they've graduated, they've accomplished the test, they did your webinar, they did your whatever, right? They did your training. So that compiles what 100% means to me, is that before, during, and after. That is your... Hey, Kristen, how are you? It's good to see you, honey. So I wanted to speak on that a little bit too, as being a foundation of who I am and why that. Hi, girl. It's super good to see you. We need to connect sooner than later. And the functioning, again, Kristen, I wish you were on here because you could attest to it 150%. There are absolute questions that I continually ask myself, because as you are working through your business, you should be setting goals and you should be setting these things, and they should be obtainable and they should be short term, so you can actually see your own progress, right? Instead of making these ginormous, I mean, you can have the great big visions, but you got to cut it down into doable stuff so you don't get overwhelmed. So a lot of things that I do, and I ask myself all the time, and I actually ask my clients these too. So what's the number one thing standing between me and that next thing? So whether that's your next client or your perfect clients, whether that's obtaining that next goal. So what's that next goal? So for me, my next thing is a podcast. So turning this Perspective Shifters series into a podcast. And what's that look like? So, right? So what's the number one thing that's standing between me and getting that? What is that? Is that fear? Is that not knowing what the steps are? Is that not knowing what platform to use? Is that not having a resource? Is that money? Is that How do you get, the support from that? How do you get your people that support you? Um, how do you find those people? Your people that advertise during your podcast. How do you find those people? Is that what's standing between me and going forward? The next question I always ask myself is, what do I need to do or shift or change or adjust to attract that into my world? So I want to attract the perfect client. So what do I need to do? What do I need to shift? What do I need to change? What do I need to adjust to turn the magnet on so those people come on in, right? What do I need to do? Because 99% of the time, it's not the clients, it's me, right? I need to do the adjusting. I need to do the shifting. What do you have to lose? Nothing. I don't have anything to lose, right, Kristen? And two, what do you need to gain? What do you get to gain? Yeah, I love those. I love those comments, Kristen. What do you have to lose? Nothing. What do you have to gain? Everything. And you just step on through that fear. Absolutely, honey. Absolutely. So when you discover that, when you actually discover that through meditation, through journaling, through talking to a mentor, through working with when whatever the big dream is that you're going for, that you need to do the shifting and the changing and the adjusting to attract that's standing between you and that big goal, right? You're just working backwards. What do you see possible? What do you see possible when that happens? It's big, it's so big, it's so big, it's so cool, right? What do you see possible? And then once you can see it, then you get to declare it. So when you see it, when you see that it's possible, it looks like I froze. I don't know if I froze or not. When you see what's possible, then you get to declare that it's going to happen. So I declare that I am going to set up a podcast and it's going to launch by when, because you got to put a by when on there, right? Otherwise, something don't happen. It's just out there. It's a wish, right? It's a hope. It remains a dream until you put the action in there and you put a deadline on it. It's like homework. You got to declare that your homework's going to be done by class tomorrow, right? Because that's when it's due. So you're not in school anymore. You're in your life. You're in your own business. So what are you declaring for your business? For this next step, for this next thing that you're attracting, for this next possibility, what are you declaring, right? What are you declaring? You get to. And then once you declare it, you need to verbally state it, and you get to write it down. That's what you get to do. It's so cool. It's so cool. So those are kind of my tips on how to function at peak capacity and what I do in my business all the time. And I feel like this has frozen on me. We'll see. I don't know. People are dumping. What happened? So anyways, we're going to figure this out and keep on rolling here. But again, be grateful. These are my foundational pieces. These are my non-negotiable. So grateful, humble, deliver value with realness, authenticity, and integrity all the time. Be a leader. Respect the process. Be able to listen. and be 100% BDA. That before, during, and after the process with your client, you're going to be giving love 100% before, during, and after. And then you need to ask yourself those questions. What's the number one thing standing between what's going on right now and what I want? What's the number one thing? And then what do you need to do to shift, change, adjust, alter, whatever, to attract that? So what do you got to do to turn the magnet on to get that thing in your world? What do you got to do? And then what do you see possible? What do you think's possible when you actually do attract that and that happens? What's possible? What's that look like? And then you get to declare it. Yeah. So what I do and what I do for my clients is that I feel like I'm the diving board, that bouncing diving board with encouragement, systems, foundational strength to get you immersed and laser focused, allowing you to rise to the occasion, right? I will be that loving, heart-centered intervention, providing structure and a backbone and accountability to your business. So if that's something that lines up with you, something that you feel you need in your world, something that you would love to have a conversation with me about and like to get some things going in your world and a different perspective and an outside view, because that happens so often with us. We're way too close to the situation, right? We're way too close and we can't see the gap. We can't see the hole. We can't see, where the fence is broken, right? We can't see how to get across the bridge. Sometimes we can't even see the bridge is there. And you just need that outside set of eyeballs. Let me know. I'm right here for you because that's what I'm all about. I'm all about helping you make sure that you are in your zone all the time. Thanks, Kristen. That's awesome. I appreciate that, honey. And that you are on fire and you're aligned and you are going forward, functioning at peak capacity. So I'm right here for you. And again, you guys, I just want to give out a huge, huge, huge amount of gratitude for all of my guests that have been with me this year. I am just so humbled and I'm so grateful. And I'm going to get teary because it's been huge. The amount of value that's been given on this platform this year has been amazing. Amazing. If you guys wonder what that's all about, all the videos are in the video vault. They're also out on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. You're welcome to go check them out there. But yeah, I'm just overflowing with gratitude. Got a big project coming up. It will launch January 1st. Promo for it will start the day after Christmas. So be watching. Oh, Kristen, you make me so happy. You give me like all kinds of warm fuzzies and yummies. Big collaboration project there's 5 of us that are in on it to we're calling it Rise Up Your 2018, to get you aligned with your business and your spirituality and making sure that all things are functioning for you. So there's 5 experts that are involved in that, and promo for that starts, you'll be seeing that out and about the day after Christmas, so December 26th that will start and being promoted. And then it'll drip into your email. It'll be 5 days. We got huge bonuses at the end of it for people that are on with us, and we have a live Q&A section planned for the 6th day, so that'll be huge. And we're just really wanting to help you jumpstart your 2018 strong and implement some amazing foundational work for you for your 2018. So watch for that. And you guys, I wish you just the happiest and merriest of time over the holidays at the Christmas, and make sure that your heart is just so centered around your family and your friends. And if there's somebody you would need to reach out to, do it. That's what I have to say. I love you guys. We'll see you back here in the new year. and jumpstarting your 2018 strong. And I'm just over the moon, full of gratitude for each one of you guys. Thanks so much. Take care.